No, German house.
All right, we'll open up for questions for James.
The hats, or do you have?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I don't see any of the hats.
Yes, you don't.
This is taking you through each of those goals. Like, it seemed like they all kind of came sort of similarly with either one-time shots or just kind of quick reaction shots. Just take me through each one.
Yeah, on in the first one, just the worth ethic out of Gasser, Kami, and being there to be able to get that puck back, and he was able to just kind of give it to me there. Found its way in, and then Grammer made a great play. It all starts with Andre winning the face-off. If he doesn't win that, won't get that chance. And then the last one, just Kami keeping his head up, making that great play, and I was just fortunate enough to be able to put it in.
I don't know how much you noticed it, but your first hat trick came during Thanksgiving break, a bit of a lesser crowd. This one in front of a more student body crowd. Did it feel any different?
It's it's always cool. The crowd that we get here, the fan base that we have, it's it's one of the best places to play. So it's I'm super grateful to be able to be at Boston College, to be able to be on the ice with fans like that and teammates we have here. So it's just something that you really have to soak in.
The season winding down, the regular season winding down, do you feel like the intensity's picking up? Is this feeling closer to playoff hockey right now?
Yeah, every game we play is a playoff hockey game here and out. So it's it's just being in that mindset, being prepared. It starts on Monday. It starts every day that you're coming to this rink. So
How do you, on a related note, how do you make sure you keep up that consistency as the season starts to wind down?
yeah, it helps when you have coaches like we do here that are able to stay on top of us. But it also comes within. It comes within the leaders on our team, and just guys stepping up in all moments.
On the first power play, you had a one-timer that you missed. Just how do you move on from that? How important is it to put that behind you and then have the kind of night that you ended up having?
Yeah, it's nice to be able to get chances. You start worrying when you're not getting chances, but you just have to move on. You have to have a short memory, especially when you're in a game, and just be able to go out there and next time you get a chance, hopefully bear down and bear it.
Any other questions for James? All right, thanks, James. Show report.
That game had a playoff feel to it. It was ice was contested all over the place. Nothing was given for free, both ways. I thought we started well, created some chances. They created a few, but I felt overall we had a decent first. Probably really we converted on a couple, so the momentum was a little bit going our way. But then we didn't come out with the same intensity at the second, and they jumped all over us, got right back in the game. And then it was a battle the whole second, and we got a huge goal at the end on the second by James, of course. So I thought that goal was enormous for us, for our psyche. And then third period, really liked the way we managed the game. Did a good job. Just kind of not trying to do too much. If we had a pass to make, we made it. If not, we just made sure it got out of the zone. We kind of were smart on both blue lines. No crazy turnovers that we could give them free offense, and just thought we kind of kept it boring as much as we tried to. But that's a heck of a team. They're fast, they're physical, they get in on you quickly. So it was a battle. I'm sure we'll have another one tomorrow afternoon.
Questions?
On the theme of playoff intensity, I mean, you're 12, they're 10.
Yep.
You just won 1 point over them in the standings. Just talk about the significance of this series at this point in the season.
Yeah, it's two teams battling for league points and national rankings to try and make the national tournament. So both teams are competitive and want to get in there, and it's like this is such a big series to have late in the year. Just the way the seasons have unfolded for both teams, It's clear that it's so important to both sides, and you saw real effort out of both teams there. There was real intensity out there. So.
What would you say on that note, like what the atmosphere is like on the team in the locker room that is coming as down to the wire as they are right now?
Guys are focused. They're dialed in. You can see it in practice. They're focused. Their intent. You kind of can feel when there's energy. I thought the first period we had fantastic energy on the bench. And then they made that push at the beginning of the second. The bench was not quiet, but just not as on point. And kind of middle, kind of didn't let anything terrible happen. That middle section of the second period, like I said, and then getting that goal late was huge. So, yeah, everybody knows what's at stake. Everyone wants to put ourselves hopefully in the best position.
My memory is pretty terrible, but I'm fairly certain the past 2 years it hasn't been like this close, where you're like that far back in the NPI. So like,
Yeah, you won. If October's huge. If you win your non-conference games, like if we had beaten Denver or Quinnipiac, then it's probably it's not like this.
can say
The
that.
last 2 years before this, we did have really good Octobers.
So what is like for you to kind of, or being in the situation that's a little bit different than the past few years, like in terms of just making sure that no one's like panicking or that no one's really being aware of like what's going on in the NPI, but not.
You can't have that be your focus. You got to focus on the team across from you. They know what's at stake. Like, you know, we can talk about it early in the week, but we're all focused on the opponent, and they're aware of that. But that can't be the number one thing in their mind. It's playing well, shift after shift. And if we do that, if we take care of that, then hopefully we'll be in a good spot.
Coach, just the impact of Oscar, I feel like it's almost looked like two completely different teams from when he was not there to when he.
Yep, and Gasser coming back too. So both of them have added a huge dimension to our team.
Yeah, I guess the way that he's used his size to his advantage at just 17. Like, how is he able to do that at such a young age?
Yeah, pretty good player. What's really impressive is that his awareness, his thinking, his understanding of what's coming next at that young age is what's really impressive. He jumped into high intensity college hockey at 18 for a while, August I think. So to be able to see what's coming next and be ready for it, whether he's being physical or whether he's making a pass or whatever play, or some really smart reads in the defensive zone. He got his stick on pucks. Like, to see all that and be aware of it at this pace at that age is just really impressive, and why he's going to go pretty high.
Let's talk about 2 consecutive Friday night setbacks to Vermont and Merrimack. Would you kind of come into this game like, you know, let's not have the same kind of letdown again?
Yeah, they know. We didn't have to talk about it. They know what's at stake. They know where we are in the standings, everything. So we're just focused on, yeah, well, not that funny, but yeah. But yeah, we know we can't afford to, you know, if we're gonna get beat, the other team's gonna have to do a lot to beat us. That's the way we want to play. You don't want to give away stuff for free. For a short window there, we did a pretty good job.
Your questions for Coach?
Your power play really pushed you guys over the edge tonight, but just in general, how do you have your offense not rely on that next penalty to score that next goal?
Well, the opponents are good too. I mean, we've practiced power play, but we also practice a lot of offense, whether it's on the rush or in the O-zone. So tonight we needed the power play. Hopefully some nights you don't, but those are big opportunities. And you get a man advantage against a good team like that. You really want to, even if you're not scoring, you want to turn the momentum your way, but we were fortunate to get a couple goals tonight too.
Last one.
Just commented on the pregame ceremony. It seemed like a really nice moment. We asked Cav about Tattle being a part of it, and he said that you guys you know, gave him a heads up that you were doing the ceremony. I guess just your overall thoughts.
Yeah, it's a great event. I mean, probably nobody who hasn't been touched. Like either lost someone or know people that are battling cancer. Just lost a former roommate this last week. So I'm glad we did it. Probably shocked we didn't figure this out earlier. But it was a great event, and you know, anything we can do to bring awareness, you know, raise money is something we should do. So, really glad that Alex Muselik and Aaron Benedian came up with this, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Alright, well, on that, thanks
Cool,
everyone.
thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.